What's going on? Welcome to Water Your Soil. If you are someone with poor or bad credit or even fair credit, you found the right video. This video is specifically for you. I'm gonna share my journey of when I had bad credit and as a result, the things and the adversity that I had to go through. You don't wanna miss this video. Be sure to watch the video. All right, let's get into it. So this is Water Your Soil, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start all the way back because the channel is growing. So there are people who are new to the channel and they may not have saw or heard the full story. Before I get into the story, you could check out the video of how I went from a 549 credit score to an 838 credit score. I'm gonna put it right over here in this corner. So I remember years back, this had to be around what, 07, 2007. I had bad credit. Now, prior to that, I moved where I currently live back in 2006. And around that time when I first moved here, I started getting, hearing about credit. Like, you gotta have your credit together. I was still young, of course, but I was hearing like, you gotta have your credit together. So what I did is I went and I applied for a Best Buy card. And Best Buy, for some reason, I don't know what reason, but Best Buy approved me of one of their credit cards. Now, the interesting thing with Best Buy approving me of their credit card is they gave me a $300 credit limit, right? So my credit limit was $300. Mind you, I did not know anything about how to use a credit card the correct way. So what I did is I would buy something at Best Buy, and maybe I would buy something that's like $280, $290. I pretty much would max out the credit card and I would pay it back over time. This lets you know I really didn't know what I was doing as far as the credit card goes, but I would pay it back over time and I never missed a payment. I would pay with the minimum payment, which I believe around that time it was about $35. So I was happy to pay the $35 because I figured if I wasn't missing any payments, it was helping my credit score. But I wasn't really informed about how credit and credit cards really work and utilization and things of that nature. So I had a Best Buy card, right? So that was one thing. I don't know if it was like Best Buy version of a secured card or what it was, because I had a super low credit limit. It was $300, and that may have been based on me not having a big credit profile and really not having any credit history on my credit report. So I had a $300 credit card, but then like about a year or so after that, I was dating this woman. She was a little bit older than me and she was more advanced than me. Like, she was a corporate America woman. She made good money. She had a career. She had the good career. She had the credit score. And we had a talk one day and she was like, you should consider getting some more credit cards to help your credit score. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I should, because at that time, I wasn't thinking about credit, honestly. I was like, I got my Best Buy credit card. I wasn't even checking my credit score. I figured I had my Best Buy credit card, so I'm like, I'm good, man. I got my Best Buy credit card on. I don't need nothing else. Mind you, I didn't know anything about credit. So I took her advice and I decided to go to a store. I think it was like Banana Republic or some type of store, because I would buy like some sunglasses from there and stuff like that. So it was either Banana Republic or Express, because I would always go in them stores, not for the clothes, but for like the sunglasses, because I like the sunglasses from back then. But anyways, I would go there. So I applied for the credit card and I got rejected. So that was a clue right there that let me know my credit score wasn't really where it should be, because I heard tons of stories of people saying they were approved for a store credit card with ease. So I got rejected. Of course, I felt bad. I felt down because I'm like, man, no one wants to be rejected or denied for anything, and especially not a credit card, because as I stated, that's one of the big indicators that your credit may not be where you probably would want it to be. So time went by. Years passed by, and as the story goes, with the story that I pointed to earlier in this video, I had started a new job and I needed a car. So I needed a car and I started a new job. And I knew I had two options. It was either get the car that I had fixed, which needed a new motor basically. So the car wasn't in bad physical shape. It looked good on the outside. In fact, it looked very good. Only thing, it needed a new motor, so it was running funny. But I had a new job and my job consisted of driving a lot. So I needed a new car. So I knew I had two options, either get that fixed as far as get the motor, which I had the money to do. I just didn't want to spend money on that because I had the mindset of why would I get a whole new motor on this? I wanted a new car. So what I did is I went on a journey, and that journey was one of the most humbling journeys ever. I went from dealership to dealership to dealership to dealership, denied. Now, this is when I speak to the people who are currently going through it with poor, bad, or fair credit. I understand what it feels like when you're trying to get approved for something, either a credit card or a car loan or even a home loan, anything, and you're rejected, or before you're even rejected, you're on pins and needles because you don't know if your credit score is good enough to even get approved. I know what that feels like. I come from that. And that's the reason why I decided to make this video. When I first got on YouTube, I would make my videos trying to help people out and give them advice about credit. And I really didn't understand why people would come by my page and they would leave negative comments. You know, they would leave random negative comments that don't have anything to do with what I was talking about in the video. I mean, I had comments about, oh, maybe my Amex Platinum card wasn't mine, which is the most foolish thing ever. Why would I use someone else's Platinum card? It's not that serious. So it was all types of comments, and I don't let comments from quote unquote trolls bother me, because I realize, you know, anyone who really doesn't show their face, I don't really consider that anything anyways. You know, I'm from an environment where, you know, troll comments are nothing compared to what I went through. I will say this, I realize when you're up here and you're trying to help people, I don't care what you do, what career field you in, whatever you do, when you're trying to help people, you have to realize, and this goes for the trolls, the haters, or whatever you want to call them, you have to realize that you're speaking to people's insecurity when you're trying to help them. So you're gonna get some people who come and say negative things and comment on your hat or, you know, anything, because they have to get something off because of that hurt that's inside of them. That's understandable, but this is not what Water Your Soil is about. I'm not making this channel to crap on people and be like, look, I got good credit and you don't. I don't care. I want everybody to have good credit. Honestly, there's no one around that I wish had poor credit or bad credit. That's just not in me. That's not how I'm built. So I made this channel to help people who do have poor credit and who do have bad credit or fair credit, because that's what I come from. I understand the embarrassment. I understand the being on pins and needles, wondering if you are going to be approved, or trying to scrap for a cosigner to see if you are going to be approved for a loan, or, you know, just worrying. And I don't like for people to have to worry. So I figure if I work my way up from having poor credit all the way up to excellent credit in the 800s, why not share how I did it with you? Like I always say on these videos, there are numerous ways to go about achieving excellent credit. Over here at Water Your Soil, I just teach people my way. And there's nothing wrong with someone else teaching it a different way. However, I go on what has the best results for me, as well as the people that I have helped achieve excellent credit over the years. So I understand what it feels like to have poor credit, because that's what I come from. And honestly, just to be 100% transparent with you all, if I did not have poor credit once upon a time, and I didn't come from the bottom once upon a time, I probably wouldn't have this channel, because I really don't believe in trying to help somebody swim across a pond and I only been halfway. I need to be able to swim across that pond and back multiple times before I help someone. That way I could walk them through how to do it. And that's where I stand with credit and credit scores. So yeah, you know, I understand what it feels like to have poor credit. I've been there. I sat in the dealerships. I remember at one of the car dealerships, they took advantage. Well, they attempted to take advantage of me, but I realized they didn't understand that I was gaining heavy knowledge about credit. So what I mean by they tried to take advantage of me is I already had my my loan, instant approval. I had the money basically because I got approved with a bank, and I had the money. So whatever car I was gonna get had to fall in that money range of the check that I had. It basically was like a paper check. And they were like, no, let us run your credit. We could find you a better rate. Mind you, I had a very good interest rate because my credit was good around that time. So they're like, no, we could find you a better rate. So I was like, no. I said, no, you're not gonna run my credit. You're not doing the hard pull on my credit because it's gonna cause my score to drop. It already happened previously with me years ago, back when I was trying to get a car. That's how my credit score went from a 569 down to a 549, and I picked up 26 higher inquiries with TransUnion. So I said, no, you're not gonna do that. No, I'm not interested. I'm fine with the loan that I currently have. And he was like, no, it's not gonna ruin your credit score, and no, it's not gonna be hard inquiries, and just lying to me. And all I could think about in that moment, of course I didn't let him run my credit report, but all I could think about in that moment was how many people are lied to and taken advantage of because they're not knowledgeable about credit and credit scores and how it works. I'm letting you know right now, people do take advantage of you not having a good credit score. So, you know, I understand it's very difficult when you do not have a good credit score because, like I stated, people will take advantage of you, but enjoy the process. That's what I will say. Enjoy the process of building up your credit score. Learn as much as you can about credit, whether it's from this channel, whether it's from another channel. Make sure what you're learning is legit and you can verify it. However, learn as much as you can about credit while building up your credit score. And I guarantee you, whether it's next year, the year after, or whenever, you're gonna benefit from the results of knowing credit, learning credit, and having your credit score together. But I just wanted to share that with you all. Be careful out here, because if your credit score isn't good and you are trying to apply for loans and home loans, you will be taken advantage of in terms of interest rates and the interest rates that you pay. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. I appreciate you for watching. Be sure to hit the like button if this video has helped you in any kind of way. Also, be sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. I'm out.